Guys, welcome. I am showing you one of the greatest birthday gifts, thoughtful birthday gifts I ever got. It's this whole set. Is actually so heavy to lift up, but yeah, come along and I'll show you what it is. Hey guys, so welcome. I'm Tracy. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove. I just had a birthday, turned 59, and I work with a great group of people. And these are my friends from the cleaning crew. A couple of them got together and they know how much I like art and got me. It's called a deluxe art creativity set. And it's got 2 drawing pads, one for acrylic, one for drawing, or I should say art pads. Well palettes, I'm not sure, I have to look at that. 2 drawing pencils, 1 sharpener, 8 brushes, 1 sandpaper block, 24 acrylic paints, 24 oil pastels, 24 color pencils, 1 wooden case, 1 art eraser, and 60 crayons. So how amazing is that? So it comes like this. It's a beautiful piece of pretend wood that's heavy as crap. So yeah, so you get to start, you get the crayons, look at that. And then you get some, this is the acrylic color. And look at the brushes. I only have 1 fan brush, so I'm excited. I have another one. So I'm taking classes learning about brushes. Look at that. And this is a filbert. This is a flat brush, an angled flat brush. This is a rounded brush. And I feel like this is a filbert too. Because they round, well, maybe it's flat. Because see how this one rounds a little bit? Anyway, I'm excited to use them all. And then you open the lid. And you got all kinds of goodness. Look at that. I went one of the pencils. So you get your sharpener, which in the 2 things, that's awesome. This is sandpaper, which is nice when you're trying to, you know, sharpen a pencil. Whoa. So you got 2 drawing, a 2B and an HB. So I'm going to take those to work and get them sharpened up. And another rounded brush, which is meant for watercolor. And look at these like fun colors. So I'm gonna swatch them all later. But I just wanted to get on here and thank them. It's just so lovely. Let's see this. And these are colored pencils. Look how fun, look at the ends, how fun. You know, I love colored pencils. And I'm actually gonna put these with my colored pencils, so I have them all together. I have a little area. So I can just grab, I usually keep the black, the white and the black with my white and black stuff. Oh, this is so cool. Because I have a whole thing just of whites and blacks. But look how fun. That is. So, hey, Clara, look at this fun stuff. And then we have oil pastels, which are super creamy. I've really been working with them lately. They're kind of challenging. Let's do them on this sketch pad. And paper's everything, right, y'all? My goal is just to be, I'm going to make marks with all this and fill this whole bag. So those were, but these, I think, they're colored pencils, right? So let's do on the other side. So this is the oil pastel. And they're like a creamier crayon. Isn't that amazing? Look at the difference in blues. So let me do in the groups that they have them. They have them in groups of 4. What do you think, Clara? It's such a good beginner set, but I love to have different qualities, different colors. yeah. So there's 4. What do you think, Clara? So those are cool. So what I'll probably do, I love this box. I'm gonna put the things with like and then use this box for something cool. And then let's try a little of the acrylic. And so we will go to the acrylic pad, right, y'all? And I have a hard time. So these were the crayons. And look how cool. Pulled up on the paper. And I need an eraser. Actually, I have them in my Amazon cart, but I'm not gonna buy them till I look and see what I have. And then it's so good to have a sharpener. And the sanding, believe it or not, when you sharpen, you want it a little bit sharper. You use the sanding paper. I don't know where my palette went. So what I'm gonna use is just use a piece of paper here. So let me see. Let me start. I'm gonna swatch. Well, actually, you know what? I'm probably just gonna put it. So they come sealed. You open it. Okay. Claire, what are you doing? So what I need is. Hold on. Excuse me. What are you doing, Clara? What are you doing? So these are some coffee stain papers. And so I like to keep some stuff around and then just wipe my brush on it and you end up with some real interesting stuff. Okay, which brush do I want to use, y'all? I'm going to use this brush, I think. Okay. This is crazy. All right, so I'm going to try. So I put a little dot, right? And you can add more water, make it a little bit more translucent. I can add some glazing medium, which will make it longer to dry and more translucent. It makes me so happy. And then, because you want your brush clean, but you want to get most of the acrylic on here. You don't want it in your water kind of going down your sink, right? So, and then you'll end up with some really interesting marks, right? Paper, when this is all said and done. These brushes are good. They're hanging on to the color. Okay. So we're just going to go down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple blobs down. So that one is mauve. And it's so interesting. The companies name colors and they're not all the same. And what's also I've been learning from taking classes and stuff is it doesn't always look like, of course, the way on the color here, right? So a lot of them say when you get them, you have to swatch them because you think you're pulling a color that's pink and it's really more of a rosy color pink. Oh my goodness, stop it. That came out. You know, the thing with these is if you push them in the wrong way, they're gonna come everywhere. So let's do a couple more. Let's do the blues. I have to be careful when I'm doing this. This one is cerulean blue. I love cerulean blue. I'm really into Payne's Gray right now. And this one is Cobalt. Did you guys ever read The Girl with the Pearl Earring? And about Vermeer? And the movie's really good. But just the life of and you know, when the servant girl would come in to clean, she was trained to put everything back exactly. And apparently she's the only person in the history of his life that knew how to do it correctly. So, okay. We're gonna... And so each paint has different amount of pigment. Isn't that pretty though? I'm kind of a messy swatcher. It's interesting that there's just many layers here. So, onto the paper we go. You don't want to waste any paint. Those are harder to control when they come out, when they're in the little tubies. Probably could take some off, but I'm not going to. So here we go again. Wow, look at that. And then I will write the names underneath them when they dry, because I like doing that. And you know, and you can go through your swatch pads and see, hey, I want a blue, but that's kind of the blue I want, you know, or combination. It really does help, and it's inspiring. So sometimes I paint and then I put them on another page and see what it pulls off some of the paint. And sometimes when I have water and brushes, I have a brush for dark and a brush for light. It just seems to work better that way for me. So one thing I'm going to do when I'm off, I'm going to get all this swatched and organized. And I love the wooden thing, and I'm going to use it for something else because it's kind of hard to, I couldn't really lug it around all the time, but I can use it to store things in, some cool stuff. Because y'all, I have cool stuff. And so this really, they do come on a little bit more like a glaze, which is good to know. You can add a lot of water and make it more of a wash. But, you know, the one thing I've learned is, you know, play with all your art supplies. See how they work. You know, and it has made me more comfortable, I think, using them. All right, so let's do one more. So interesting. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I will end up swatching and I will write the names down. Yeah. That makes me very happy, you guys. Like super, super happy. So let me clean this off and I'll show you my paper. And then, you know, you have all these papers and you can cut them up. You can collage on them. But, you know, nobody wants a white piece of paper when you're getting ready to create. Use them in journals. Yeah. So look what I got going on. No paper goes wasted. Right, Claire Johnson? Claire does not like to do art. So what a wonderful gift, right? Let me see. I'm going to wait, but I wonder if this will come out. Let me see this. On the tray. It's glued down a little bit. All right, I'm going to wait till I have all the paints out. And then I'm going to take out the plastic tray. And then I can put, I think I might put some found jewelry and stuff like that. Stuff that I can pull out, like little things that will add to my art. And then, yeah, so this is really cool. So thank you. Oh my gosh, Catherine and Mindy. What a lovely, lovely thing to do. It makes me feel very, very special that you want to give me something like this. And yeah, I've been struggling and I know you guys know that, but you guys are so great. And you add so much to my work life. Just to see you guys makes me happy in my heart. And just this will mean something to me forever. Truly. You guys are so special. And Catherine's my special friend and always comments. And she's very, everyone's special. And Catherine and I have just had a bond. And I'm working on a Christmas, New Year, Valentine's, hopefully not Easter gift. I'm putting some fun stuff together because, you know, everyone's trying to let go of stuff. So I'm very conscious. And of course, my stuff's fun and, you know, but it is, again, you guys, and think about this, Catherine and Mindy, if you have too much, you can't really appreciate things. And that's what I'm learning. Like now, like having a bunch of tchotchkes and they're like, you put them all together and they're like, that's like an art piece really to me. But when you start to let all that go, do you really like this one individual, right? So that's kind of where I've been, and I don't want to give people stuff that they don't have room for, right? So I'm trying to think of things that they can use, consume, that kind of thing. And a little, you know, a little couple things, but so I would inspire you, or, you know, you guys do what I'm doing. Let some stuff go. I mean, really think about it. Does this mean anything to me? Do I find it beautiful? Does it make me smile when I see it? Is it practical? Something I'm going to use up? Or do I have too much and I can't even get to anything because I can't find it, right? And, you know, and I've been on this journey and Catherine is so you know, she really encourages me and helps me and tells me, you know, what a difference I make in her life. And, you know, we don't really do that very often. And that's what's so nice about this format for me, is people can leave comments, and it means a lot, you know. And it's so funny because there's a lot of amazing people I follow, and you kind of party things, well, you know, they get it all the time, but the people don't really. And I really do take the time and make a nice comment, or you inspired me, or I'm obsessed with what you're doing, or whatever it is, because it really does. It's like a nice little, does it change people's lives? No, but it's just a nice little thing because people get, why people sit down and write hateful things, I don't understand. I don't. And I'm glad I don't understand it. But, you know, it's just nice. And even if they have a bunch of comments, it's just a nice thing to connect and let people know. Like if someone does something special for you really now, when you get good customer service somewhere, it's shocking almost. So it's nice to reach out. Like the people at my eye doctor have been really nice. So I might write a letter just to say, hey, appreciate they're efficient, and they call you back when they're supposed. I mean, basically people actually doing their job has become super special. Like actually calling you back with information because they said they would. Y'all, why has that become that's special? Greeting you when you come in. I still can't get over the CVS drive-through. So you can't see them, they're on speaker. What's your date of birth? Like, oh my God, hello, hey, welcome to CVS. How can I help you today? Picking up a prescription. What's your date of birth? Can't be that hard. 2 extra sentences? I mean, I just don't get it. I just think, oh my God. And I want to tell this one guy, I'm like, you know, you have a long life, and if you're really courteous and welcoming, you know, that will go towards, you never know, someone might say, oh my God, I always think, oh, this person's great. If I had a business, I would hire them. But most people, I'm just like, I just don't want to go through I don't want to go anywhere because it's like a pain. And to just, I mean, I don't go to McDonald's or fast food like that anymore. But to get like a simple thing, I mean, I could walk into McDonald's and give you a hamburger, fries, and a drink. I could. So it just seems to be a struggle. So that's one good reason I'm just not doing that anymore. It's just so annoying. So I just, yeah. You know, McDonald's was part of my childhood. I'm very nostalgic with my father. But it's expensive too. It's not cheap fast food. I mean, cheaper to get something and have it at home and make it. So Trader Joe's is my new fast food because, you know, it's less expensive, it's usually better quality, and it's quick to make. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And you guys really just made me feel super special. And you know that, you know, when people know you and, you know, get you something that you would love, that's really kind. And I appreciate it so much. So, and I will, you know, I'm swatching right now. I've not been in the mood to like create something, but when I do, I will absolutely share it with y'all. And yeah, so thank you so much. And yeah, it's a blessing that I get to work with you guys. Take care.